Welcome to another episode of Dolphin Origin Stories, where we speak with students, staff, alumni, and so much more about how they became dolphins. I'm your host, Nick Durst, and our guest today, he checks all those boxes.
This is true.
Michael Ivany. Michael, thank you for joining us here on such short notice. Michael didn't know he was coming on the show until about 5 minutes ago before this recording, but he's here because he's CSI royalty. He's Mr. CSI. Michael, currently you work here, right?
Yes.
So tell everybody what your job is.
So I work in the Office of Recruitment and Admissions. I assist in a lot. I assist with transfer recruitment and processing of documents, international recruitment and processing documents, and I personally oversee the Bronx and recruitment from students from undergraduate schools there, high schools there. And then I assist with going to community colleges from basically Albany down to New York City.
And you work with some great people.
This is true. I work with amazing people.
Awesome crew there. What year did you graduate from here? What was your degree?
I graduated in 2023, and I got a Bachelor of Science in Business Management and a Bachelor of Science in Accounting and minors in Finance, Corporate Communications, and that's it.
And you're currently a student, right?
And I'm currently a student in a master's program for Strategic Management.
So you go. So student, alumni, staff member. Check, check, check. Yep. He's all three. So let's take it back here to your high school days.
Okay.
And you're applying to schools. Ultimately, what was the decision process like for you to say, I'm going to attend the College of Staten Island and leave my mark?
I'll be blunt with it. I didn't know I was coming to CSI until maybe 2 weeks prior to coming to classes. I applied to a ton of schools, and the issue was I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was thinking about pharmacy or business or accounting or this or that, and I just this decision paralysis, right? And I applied to any school that would waive the fee. I applied to any school that had a small fee because, a high schooler not having a lot of money, fees get expensive, they add up. And I wound up coming to CSI because it was close to home, because I was able to shift what major I wanted. Some schools you had to, you chose a path, you applied for that path, you had to stay with it. CSI allowed me to switch around. I started with biochem, I switched to communications, I switched to psychology, I switched to film at one point, and eventually I ended up with my accounting and business management.
Okay, so while you're here, you made the most of your time on campus,
I did.
Right?
I really did.
Let's start with WSIA. So tell everybody about that, how you got involved, and what your role was there at the station.
Okay. So WSIA Staten Island 88.9 FM is Staten Island's only FM radio station, broadcasting live from the College of Staten Island. It's fully student funded through the student activity fee and fully student run, with exception of oversight by Student Life, and they have a full-time chief engineer to help maintain the equipment, upgrade the equipment. And my role there was first I was the personnel coordinator, then the personnel director, and then I became the programming director, which is the topmost position, overseeing every aspect of the station. And it was fun. It was really fun. There was a little blip with a pandemic in between, and we got past that. We did a whole recruitment campaign, had a ton of students join, and they've just been rolling from there. Their 45th anniversary is coming next year.
All right, let's look in the future. 50th anniversary. What's the station going to be looking like in 6 years?
Well, right now they just got their renovations, so all the studios are painted, new carpet, new furniture, equipment's being installed today. And in the future, I hope maybe they'll get their own building. That would be cool. A whole radio station building, has a little conference center, has a bunch of rooms where they could rent out for recordings, a whole band setup. Why not?
All right, so you're also in student government.
Yes.
So talk to us how you joined student government and how you became the president of student government.
So let's see. I started to get interested in the student activity fee through the radio station. So the student activity fee is an amount of money that students said, hey, we want to set aside for extracurriculars and other engagement opportunities, such as the child care center or the radio station or student government, etc. And this was actually when I was starting my accounting brain, and going into all of those studies, going, okay, how does this work? Where does it come from? How are we using it? Are we using it efficiently? And I wound up running for student government, and then on student government I became the finance commissioner. Through that I got to look at the student activity fee, really understand all of the CUNY Board of Trustees guides and regulations with it, as well as the CSI Association. We have the accounting office, as well as the CSI Association board that oversees the fee and make sure it's being used properly, equitably, and appropriately. And I went from student government finance commissioner to the next year, global pandemic, and I was like, we need a student leader to speak up for our students, use their voices, use the fees, or in our case, we actually refunded half of the fee. And, you know, I became that person to really help advocate. I sat in meetings about how to move back to campus, as well as what we need to improve when we come back to campus. HVAC situations,
Right.
parking lots, the sidewalks that we had that great project for. Yeah. And then I actually ran for a second term. So I was a 2-time student body president.
Wow, very rare. But you did a great job, and your predecessors have also followed in your footsteps and done a great job. So, WSIA, student government, anything else?
There was the accounting club. Oh, I worked part-time in student life as their building manager. I'm still part-time in student life as their building manager, helping set up events, maintaining the equipment down there. And right now we're working on a little marketing plan for all the events happening on campus and how students can find them.
So everybody always says that me in my role as social media manager, I'm at every event, but you're at every event. You're really
Somehow,
at every
yes.
event.
There was a TikTok that I saw. I was in bed on a Sunday scrolling, and I went, that looks like me. I scrolled up. I was like, oh, I should have ironed my t-shirt. But it was me in the background. I didn't even know I was in it. It was so funny.
You never know when you're going to be on camera here at CSI. So talk to us about how you got your current full-time role here at the school.
That's a fantastic question. I don't know. No. So I graduated and I just was looking around for jobs. I actually had a tax internship with an alumni.
Wow, that's
I
awesome.
really enjoyed that. Then that internship ended. I actually got a part-time job in the CSI Association. That was a little summer internship. And then once that ended, there was another position in auxiliary services, which oversees, the revenue from rentals, parking, dining, the on-campus housing. And then at one point I went, all right, let's see what CUNY jobs we got, because those are non-tax levy. I wanted to see a tax levy position with benefits and all of that. So I saw CUNY jobs and I applied for 2 jobs. I interviewed for both of them. It took a little time to get to that point, but we got through there, and then it was actually kind of funny, and I caused a little drama on our campus. I don't know if you guys know this. This is the inside scoop. There was a position in 3A that was open that I applied for, and a position in 2A that was open.
Fighting
and I
over
actually
here.
got both offers on the same day, and I was sought after. I wound up accepting recruitment and admissions. I do love this campus, and it's a great place to be in.
3A is probably not too happy with you these days, but
No, it's okay. We made amends.
Yeah.
We made amends.
all right, so you're an alumni. You're also very active with the alumni
true.
board, right? So talk to us about your role as an alumni, what you do, and how can people who are alumni get more involved with the school now?
It's a great question. So I'm currently on the alumni board. We have 3 committees, or 4 committees? We'll say 3 for now. I may be wrong, but it's okay. And the committee that I primarily sit on is the events committee. So we sit down and chat, hey, how can we find alumni, get them together, get them to network, and we hosted a karaoke event recently.
Nice.
And it was fun. We're maybe hosting a special event. I'm not going to say anything. It doesn't happen.
under
But
wraps.
there was words about a masquerade or a ball of some kind. We're not sure. And it's just a great opportunity for people in their professional lives to come together and network. My brother, actually, funny story. I didn't know he was running for the board, and I was running for the board at the same time. It was the first meeting. They were like, "You guys didn't know?" And I was like, "No, I have no clue. We live in the same house, by the way." But he has great networking opportunities there. As a CSI alumni, as a lawyer, he's meeting with other people and getting professional opportunities through it. So, it's a good opportunity for anyone. The best way to find is there's an email list. There's also an Instagram.
Okay. And how's grad school here? How's that like? If anyone's thinking of attending,
touching every box.
if anyone's thinking of attending grad school here, why would you say it's a good idea to do here?
I actually really like it. I'm in the strategic management program. It's about 10 classes, taking it over a little time as I work here and do other things. And I like it. It's the group that I'm in. We're a really tight group. I have students in a bunch of my classes with me, and we're
That's
kind of
great.
moving along with each other. Some of them are in healthcare, some of them are in higher ed like me, some of them are just in other professions where the management techniques that we learn, the organizational skills, the leadership skills can apply to. And it's just cool to see the diverse backgrounds and natures that they have kind of collecting in this field.
Okay, and through all your time here as a student, staff member now, grad student. What's been your favorite memory?
My favorite memory. Actually, it might be, so on Wednesday night, Student Life has open mic nights, and my best memory is pre-pandemic was actually when I got introduced to the radio station, and this made this entire snowball of me getting involved and all that stuff.
Wow.
And it was an open mic night being hosted by the radio station, and they said, hey, if anybody's interested, we're going to do a tour, and it just went from there. We did a tour. I walked in, I got to see all the studios, all the equipment, and I just thought it was so unique and cool and got involved.
So you just never know where life's going to take you here. You went from 2 weeks before starting here, not knowing you're going to be here, to now you're a CSI lifer. You made an impact. You're working here as well. So last thing, for anybody who is considering attending the College of Staten Island, whether it's a transfer student, a grad student, or just coming here as a freshman, tell them why this is a good place for them to be.
Honestly, I'm not going to tell them. I'm going to show them. We host weekly tours every week. I'm doing one today. And the biggest marketing tool is the campus itself. We have a 204-acre campus with over 300 classrooms, laboratories, etc. And it's really just unique to see. We're a CUNY, but we have that SUNY feel. The campus is so beautiful. The people are so nice. And, everyone that you will interact with will try to help you no matter what. One of our biggest things is we don't want to just kind of throw you to the wolves. We want to say, hey, you need help with advisement? Let me help you, either walk you over there, CC you in the email, go, hey, let's help you out with this and build bridges.
Okay, if anyone wants to take a tour with you, how could they go about scheduling that?
There is a form online, interested student forum, there's one of those. If you just look up CSI CUNY Tours, there's a link, you click it, and then you sign up.
There you go. Well, Michael, this has been great. Jam-packed episode of Dolphin Origin Stories, as Michael checks every box possible here for all the people we're looking to interview. So for our special guest, Michael Ivany, I am Nick Durst. Thank you for watching Dolphin Origin Stories.